You're going to love this version of banana bread that I just baked. I call this my whole wheat double chocolate chunk banana bread. And just look at how it's turned out. It's got this deep, rich, chocolatey color, and the texture is just perfect. So I started with a few bananas. I took four in total, and honestly, I had a bit of a situation. They were really fresh and I really wanted them ripe. So I tried speeding things up. I wrapped them in a plastic, left them out in the sun for the whole afternoon. But yeah, that really worked. So I went ahead and used them anyway. I mashed all the four bananas. This step is important. You don't want any big lumps in there. You're looking for a smooth, slightly glossy mash like this, and this is how the banana looks after being fully mashed. Once that was done, I moved on to my dry ingredients. I'm using this bowl to measure everything. So first, one full cup of whole wheat atta. To that I added half a cup of ragi atta, and then half a cup of oats powder. So this is ragi powder I'm adding, and this will be the oats powder. Now I wanted to keep this version really healthy because I will be feeding it to my toddler as well. So in total that gives me about 2 cups of flour mix. I like doing this because it makes the bread little more wholesome. Next comes the sweetness. I added around 6 to 7 tablespoons of powdered white sugar, then 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to give that gooey texture and also caramelized flavor, which is really important for this particular bread. It also makes the bread a slightly softer. Now for the basics, let's add the baking soda and the baking powder. I'll mention the exact quantities in the description. And now my favorite part of this recipe, the cinnamon. I'm using a really good quality cinnamon stick here, and trust me, it makes all the difference. The moment you start crushing or grating it, you get this warm, slightly sweet aroma, and it instantly lifts the entire batter. It's not overpowering at all, but it blends beautifully with chocolate and banana. And if you're wondering which one I'm using, I've linked it in the description box. Now I have mixed all the dry ingredients together, and to this I'm adding one more tablespoon of all the seed mix. I've been doing it recently. I've got all the seeds together, I roast them slightly, and then I just grind them and put them together. Now we mix all the dry ingredients, and here goes the the wet ingredients. So to the mashed bananas, I've added ghee to make it more nutritious. This is a homemade ghee, so it's completely safe for my toddler. After getting this together, I'm going to mix it, not over mix it, but I don't want to keep these ingredients separately. And again, this time I'm going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, and the idea is to fold everything together so that everything comes together. You don't want to over mix anything here. Just little folding here and there should work. The idea is that all the ingredients should finally come together. Now I've added 3/4 cup of milk as well, and this will bring the entire batter together. You have to ensure that the consistency is neither too thick nor too thin. And again, to my favorite part, which is chopping the chocolates. I have taken some dairy milk and a mix of milk chocolate and dark chocolate. So I will be adding this to the whole batter. This more than a batter, it looks like a dough formation. So the chocolate chunks will very easily get mixed in this, and you just want to ensure that everything comes together. We already have a binding agent here, which is the milk. Now I'm just going to give it a good stir again. So for the finals, I have taken the container in which I'm going to be baking. I've taken a parchment paper and I have oiled it nicely, buttered it nicely, and I've placed it there. Now this has a good quantity, so I'm going to just add the batter in it. Here goes the batter. Now you want to ensure that everything is nicely placed. You can tap the bowl for a few times to ensure that it is nicely leveled up as well. You don't want to waste any space here. You want to ensure that it's full. Now once you put it in the oven, you take it out of the oven. You want to do a test of the sorts where the knife should come out clean, and in this case it has actually come out clean. And this is the final look of the bread. I will slightly, very lightly peel off the parchment paper, and this is what the bread looks like. I usually enjoy it with my teas or my snacks. It's good to go with whatever you want to have it with. It's a really healthy version of a cake, but also